Hand where I can see them now. The shout cracked through the morning air like a gunshot. Judge Elias Thorne froze on the marble steps of his own courthouse, his black briefcase slipping from his grasp and landing with a hollow thud. The officer's voice came again, sharp, trembling with rage. I sat down. Before he could reply, a hand struck his face so hard that his glasses flew across the granite. The blow wasn't just physical. It was centuries of pain echoing through that single slap. For a moment, time stopped on those courthouse steps in Viridian Heights, the same city where civil rights leader Dr. Marcus North had been silenced decades earlier. The world was about to watch history twist again, right where justice was supposed to live. Before we go into this story, tell me, where are you watching from? Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like because this one will shake you. It was a crisp October morning, sunlight brushing the federal district courthouse. Judge Elias Thorne, 52, had walked these steps for years. The marble beneath his shoes still gleamed with the weight of history, sacred ground beneath a man who believed truth always prevailed. But that morning, truth would bleed. From behind a granite pillar, Officer Serafina Vance watched, hand gripping her taser. To her, he wasn't a judge, just another black man walking too confidently. Trauma had warped her long ago. Her brother's death in a robbery years earlier had curdled into hate. "Where do you think you're going?" she barked. Elias stopped, startled. "Excuse me, officer. I work here." He lifted his federal ID, voice calm. "I'm Judge Elias Thorne. This is my courthouse." But Serafina wasn't looking at the badge. She was looking at his skin. "You people always got fake badges." Her voice cracked, fury drowning reason. Elias steadied himself. "You're making a mistake. The only mistake is you being here." She slapped him again. The sound echoed. Papers spilled from his briefcase. Legal orders, affidavits, a photo of his late mother. "Filthy black trash," she hissed. "You don't belong in Justice's house." Two more officers approached, Dana Cruz and Helena Nash. Dana laughed, phone in hand, recording. Helena hesitated, guilt shadowing her young face. Elias didn't resist. Instead, he tapped his phone twice in his coat pocket. A faint vibration confirmed the hidden app was recording. His friend Quentin Lowe, a cybersecurity expert, had built it for moments like this. Every word now streamed to a secure server. Serafina shoved him against the wall. "You think your mouth or money saves you now?" Elias's voice rasped but stayed firm. "Justice doesn't die because you refuse to see it." "Shut up." She cuffed him hard, metal-biting skin. Dana snorted. "Maybe he's late sentencing himself." Elias kept silent. He'd spent decades defending truth. Now truth had to defend him. Inside, the marble halls echoed their footsteps. 20 feet away was his courtroom, the irony cruel. "Get him booked," Serafina snapped. Sergeant Marcus Hayes looked up. "Who's this?" "An intruder pretending to be a judge," she said confidently. "Assaulted me." Hayes frowned but nodded. "Assume, accuse, arresto." Elias sat on a cold bench, cuffs tight, mind sharp. He'd seen this before, only now he was the defendant. The phone in his pocket streamed everything. Her slurs, her lies, her pride. Quentin watched from his apartment, eyes locked on the screen. "Got it," he whispered. "They have no idea what's coming." In the holding room, Serafina wrote her report. Black male, mid-50s, resisted arrest, possible fraud. Hayes muttered, "Get his prints." Elias lifted his head. "Sergeant, open my briefcase. You'll find a federal badge, judicial seal, case files. You're making a grave mistake." Serafina smirked. "Nice try, counselor." He stayed silent. The app kept recording. Dana entered, smirking. "Everything good?" "Handled," Serafina said. This one thought he owned the place. Helena stood behind them, pale, trembling. Her father once told her about men like Elias. Men who stayed dignified when the world stripped them bare. She wanted to speak, but fear sealed her throat. Elias watched them all. Voice quiet. "Do you ever wonder what truth costs when you sell it cheap?" Serafina laughed. "Save the sermons. You'll have time for truth behind bars." She turned to Hayes. He had fake documents. "Check his briefcase." Elias's eyes hardened. "Touch that, and you'll regret it." His tone carried authority that made even Hayes hesitate. "What are you? Some kind of lawyer?" Serafina sneered. "Worse," Elias said softly. "A judge." Dana burst out laughing. "Oh, that's rich. Try astronaut next time." Serafina ignored her. "Let's get his prints." As they led him away, Elias glanced at the clock. 8:47 a.m. Each tick a wound. He recited silently the cases she violated, Graham versus Connor. Miranda versus Arizona. Reason against chaos. His mother's voice echoed. Justice is patient, son. It waits until truth can't be ignored. Serafina typed, muttering. I'll say he swung at me. Clean report. Helena finally spoke, trembling. But he didn't. The room froze. Serafina turned slowly. What was that? He didn't swing at you. Helena repeated softly. Danag lived. Watch it, rookie. Serafina's voice dropped to a threat. You want to keep your badge? Remember what you saw. Helena nodded weakly, eyes burning. Outside, the courthouse hummed on as if nothing happened, but history was recording itself. Quentin's monitors lit up, data streaming. He typed a message, all secure. News station ready. Don't say a word. Elias read it discreetly, a faint smile touching his lip. Patience, he murmured. Then the door creaked open and Chief Prosecutor Danae Holt entered, her sharp heels clicking against the tiled floor. What's going on here? She asked, her tone slicing through the tension. Serafina straightened immediately. Caught this man trespassing. Claimed he was a judge. Holt's gaze fell on Elias, recognition flashing across her face. Judge Thorne. The room froze. Serafina blinked, confusion creeping in. You know him? Holt's expression hardened. He swore me in 5 years ago. The silence that followed was suffocating. Helena stepped back, pulse racing. Hayes' jaw tightened. Serafina, Holt said coldly, unlock him. Now. Serafina hesitated, but the authority in Holt's voice left no room for argument. The click of the cuffs releasing was deafening. Elias rubbed his wrists, calm but unyielding. You just made the worst professional mistake of your life, Holt said, turning to Serafina. You assaulted a federal judge on courthouse grounds. Serafina's mouth opened, but no sound came out. He didn't show ID. I have it on file, Holt snapped. And I just received a live stream of your entire interaction. Her phone screen glowed with Quentin's footage, every insult, every lie playing out in real time. Dana Cruz's smirk vanished. Helena's eyes filled with tears. Elias exhaled slowly, the weight of patience finally rewarded. Justice is patient, he murmured, his mother's words returning like a benediction. Holt faced him. Judge Thorne, are you pressing charges? The question hung heavy. Serafina looked at him, defiance breaking into fear. For a long moment, Elias said nothing. The room waited for vengeance. Then he shook his head. No, let the record speak. The truth will do what punishment cannot. Holt nodded, understanding. Then it will. Within hours, the video flooded social media. Judge assaulted by police on courthouse steps blazed across every screen. Protests erupted outside Viridian Heights Courthouse, but Elias never spoke to the cameras. He watched from his office window as crowds gathered, holding signs that read "Justice sees all." Serafina was suspended, then charged with assault and misconduct. Helena resigned, later testifying to everything she saw. Dana's phone footage became evidence against them both. Quentin sat at his computer, quiet satisfaction in his eyes. History loops, he said softly, but sometimes it loops toward light. As the city roared for change, Elias stood beneath the marble archway, once more, briefcase in hand, gavel inside. He looked out at the rising dawn, his reflection shimmering in the courthouse glass. Justice hadn't died. It had simply been waiting for someone patient enough to prove it lived.